all the fierce question of man's hours relived. This is a survey. This is a commentary. This is a poignant commentary, a poignant summary of the plight of man in the present world, his misery, his suffering, his anguish, he bearing the yoke of fate and time, he the subject of death and ignorance. And it is in that context to relieve him of this plight. One who comes here to do that must relieve the fierce question of this existence of man. Savitri must make her own pang a sword to cut the difficulty of death and ignorance. A sword sharp enough to remove those difficulties once for all. A mystic, poignant sword. It is that which she must use. She must strike at the very eternal roots of this difficulty, the roots of life, at the roots of life. She must strike those roots out. The afflictions of life she must cut with that poignant mystic sword. She must rise to share the lone immortal's work here. The immortal who is concerned about this creation. She, Savitri, who has taken the immortal birth, must share his work in this creation here. In order to see that, when she feels the poignancy of that, the pang of it, she lays her hand upon her bosom and recognizes the age-old affliction which is present there. She would know then whence it came, how it came, how perhaps then it can be removed. She lays her hand upon her bosom. Her body's cells feel the pain, but then there is the cause of the body also. The cause of pain must be discovered. The cause is the deep need of the physical, the deep need to the body. It is that which Savitri feels when she lays her hand upon her bosom. The house of nature, she sees that the house of nature feels an unseen sway. Darkened rooms then become bright. The moment she lays her hand upon her bosom, the house of nature sees the possibility of the unseen's arrival. She sees that the darkened rooms, the rooms which had remained until now dark, have suddenly become bright. Some light is there, some glimmer is there, some hope is there. And the ancient disputants who are constantly waging a war against each other, they stand in front of her. The ancient disputants, earth, doom, love. The Godheads born of the inconscience, she sees them struggling against each other. The Godheads born of the inconscience, earth, doom, love. It is in the context of this earthly process that they become the Godheads to carry the process further. Earth is the soul of the Supreme, carrying on the evolution of his idea force here in his creation. Doom is the answer to the powers of the Spirit trying to take us forward, an answer which would stop things happening here. Doom, love. It is because love has stationed himself permanently in the inconscience that things can happen here, that earth can progress, can evolve, that the possibility the Spirit can manifest in this creation. At the center of this dire debate between the three disputants, earth, doom, and love, Savitri stands there, challenging the antagonism to the work of God being done here by the immortal himself. Savitri stands there to see the issue and looks into the depths of abyss. And what does she see there? She sees there God-like pain, pain himself, who is the God ruling the present creation here. Pain, staring into space, seeing timeless grief, but not the goal of life. Pain, staring into time, into time's grief, into the whole thing which is happening here, but not the end of life, the goal of life, the objective of life. That pain is not able to see that, does not see that. This God-like pain waits for the daily oblations to him. Somebody has to come forward and offer him oblations. Yet he remains unappeased. Savitri does that. She offers the tears to him, to this God of pain, but he remains dissatisfied. He is unappeased, and therefore all the fierce question of man's hours is relieved. Earth's surface of suffering and desire begins. In spite of those tears, Savitri endures the march of time and waits for the day's calm, for the day when Satyavan must die. She gathers force in her soul to meet that hour. She is ready now to face doom. It is in that hour that the fierce question of man is relieved.